Okay, let me repeat recording again. Yesterday I did the recording for the online lecture, and I made 5 clips of videos in total, as you can see here on the screen, right? And but later I was told that this one, the second, fourth, and the fifth clips of videos were not clear. I mean the voice, especially for the voice. The voice is kind of intermittent, and people could not hear well. Okay, so I will have to do it again here. Okay, so today this is my second day of doing this, and also the second time. It was the first time yesterday. Okay, and please be patient because I'm not professional at doing this kind of recording. Okay, but I promise that later on, okay, in the future I would spend more time or study how to make it well. Okay, by maybe buying some professional equipment for the recording. Okay, so say the second, the fourth, and fifth. Okay, they the audio quality of the three are not good. So let me make it up by producing a new video. Okay, so let me start from this. Okay, the content of this one actually is about the variety of sakura in Taiwan. Okay, the first the content of the first one is to introduce the project. Okay, or let's call it an exercise or project. Okay, so this is the content of the first clip, and this one talked about the variety of sakura, the types of sakura in Taiwan, and this one, the third clip, talk about the requirement for the big data, okay, for the project. That is, for example, the number of photos for one sakura types. Okay, this is in the third clip, and the fourth one actually just repeat what I said here, and using photos on the website for example. Okay, and the fifth one, the content of the last one is about the CNN, okay, the model we are going to build for the task of sakura classification. Okay, yeah, and in the last clip I also mentioned about how, or if we can integrating CNN with RNN, then the potential profit, the potential benefit is that we can reduce the required number of sakura photos for the project. Okay, so this is about the fifth one. So I was just briefly summarizing the content of each clip. Now I would like to combine the three. Okay, combine this so that I don't have to make 3 separated clips again. Okay, so let me switch to this screen. Okay, the screen. Yeah. Okay, this is the website. I found after input sakura variety into Google search. Okay, and it's the second items returned in the Google search page. Okay, so this one. Okay, It's the second, and I chose this because it's in Chinese, right? And the blogger, you can see that blogger, the author or the owner of the blog is Jeff Yen. Okay, so we should give credit to him. Okay, Jeff Yen. Okay, so we are using the content produced by Jeff Yen. Okay, so we are not. Is to make sure that we give proper credit uh, to the owner. Okay. Okay, so the credit goes all to Jeff Yen. Okay. And we are just introducing you the work done by Jeff Yen. Okay, so you can see the page lists the types of sakura in Taiwan. Okay, so we can see the first one is called Sun-Chong here, right? And it was taken at this location, and yeah. And the photo on the right is the other Sun-Chong. Okay, and it was taken at different locations, Sanzi, okay, in Taiwan. And the second one is the second sakura in Taiwan. Okay, and you can see the color is different. It's different from the first one. This is white now. And the third is pink in terms of color. Okay, pink. And we have Ba Chong Ying. Okay, and it was taken at Sanzi. Okay. Yeah. Now we have more. Okay, Zhao Ying. Zhao Ying is the color is pink, right? Pink. This is more whitish than the previous one. Okay, so we have we have 5 types of sakura already. Now we can, if we roll down the page, we can see more. Right? It's a 6. Okay, it was taken at Nongchang in Taichung. Okay. We have 7, 8. Okay, so now let's go all over down to the bottom of the page here, and you can see we have 21 sakura in total in this page. Okay, in this page. So at least there are 21 sakura in Taiwan. Yeah, and this page, okay, shows examples of those sakuras. Yeah, and for example, in the last one, this one is edible sakura, and it was taken in Taichung too. Okay. So in fact, this is about the content of the second clip, showing the varieties of sakura in Taiwan. Okay, and if you search on the web, you know that the total number of types of sakura all over the world is over 100. Over 100. Okay, and but for our application, and we just certainly focus on the sakura in Taiwan first, right? Because these are how we can found in Taiwan, and after finishing or after successfully doing the project, we can extend the type of sakura to others. For example, for those sakura in Japan or in China, and this way we can include more users. We can the app can attract more users, so that the app can become more and more popular. Okay. So this is about the second clip of the video. Okay. Now for the fourth, right? Remember the next unclear clip is the fourth one. The fourth actually is also about this page, okay? And in that clip, my purpose was to demonstrate that the photos taken by app users could be of a wide variety. Okay, by that I mean, yeah, for example, you can see here, this one, okay, this one is an example. This is a sakura, right? And the main player of the object in the photo is the flower of sakura itself. Okay, and this one on the right, the photo on the right, is also sakura, but you can see it was taken at a longer distance, right? And we have much more sakuras on the right photos, and the background, right, is also is defocused. Yeah. Okay. So this is this one. Okay. From this example, we see two examples, two diversities of sakura photo of the same type, and the two are also both Sun-Ying. Okay. Okay, and these there are more examples. And this one, they are sakura, and they have different backgrounds, and they probably were taken at a different timing. Okay, maybe in when the sky is cloudy. And these are examples. Okay. Yeah. And this could be this is in the sense that this is more perfect because it shows the flower, right, as the main player in the photo. Okay, and this one on the left we have other backgrounds. Okay, okay, these are the same. Okay. Now, okay, for this one we have stem, 树枝, okay, and also we have leaves. Yeah. So at least for the photos shown here are of kind of wide varieties, and you can imagine that for the photos taken by amateur, the variety can be even greater. Okay, these I believe these photos by Jeff Yen, right? And I believe was more professional because you can see focus and also the zoom, right? And the light, you can see they are very enjoyable. Okay. Okay. So the content in the fourth clip is about the variety of the photo of sakura, and this reminds us that for the big data sakura photos, we should collect as many sakura as possible, and those photos in our collection should contain many varieties. Okay, in terms of the backgrounds, the lighting, and the angles. Okay, and so on. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to say in the fourth clip. Now, okay, now let's turn to the last clip. Okay, last clip. It's also again about the content on the screen of my PC at home. Okay. Now this one, okay, this page shows the structure, okay, of a flower, or this is called the anatomy of flower. I was led to the page here. As you can see, after inputting anatomy of flower into Google search, and I chose image, right, and this is what I got, and this is one of the examples I selected for the illustration. Okay, you can see here we for a flower. Okay, we have for example petal. Okay, petal, and this is also called corolla. Right, and it means 花冠, 花瓣. I believe it's called 花瓣 in Mandarin. Okay, 花瓣. And we have anther, filament, okay, filament. And we have this is sepal, okay, sepal. And this is called ovary, right? Ovary, oval, right? And this part will become seed. And later on it can become the fruit. If this is an fruit tree, right? So it will become a fruit. So this shows the structure of a flower. And from this, we know that okay, there are more other examples. As you can see, they're showing different flowers. Okay, yeah. Okay. Now, so the reason to show this structure is that we can see to differentiate between types of sakura, the focus should be on flowers. Okay, flowers. You can see, they different sakura. Sakura differs from one another because of the color, first of all, and also because of the shape of the flower. Okay, so you can see this is a petal, right? The petal, so also called corolla. Okay, the number of petals. Okay, the number of petals. This, okay, petal. Okay, petal. The number of petals of one sakura type can be different from that of the other. Okay, so for example, for one type of sakura, there could be five petals, but for the other type of sakura, the number can be 12. Okay, for example, okay, or 11. I don't know. Okay, and also the color. Okay, different colors, and also the layers of petals can be different from one sakura type to the other. Okay, so to differentiate between sakura type, we should focus on flowers. Okay, instead of the rest of the sakura. Yeah, this is an example. You can see the this sakura flower, right? This one differs from this one. You see, they are. You can see the layer. They are probably 2 layers, but for this one, the number of layer is much more. Okay? So yeah. So for CNN, okay, to correctly differentiate between sakura type, the algorithm should focus on flower, okay? Rather than on, for example, stem here. You can see the stem here, stem or leaves. Okay, so we should not, or the CNN, the algorithm should not focus on leaves. Yeah, you can see leaves. stems, okay, stems, and this is stems, 树枝, right, 树枝, and this is trunk, right, trunks. The larger stem, we can call it trunk, 树干, okay, 树干. So we probably should not focus on parts rather than flower, okay, for the CNN, for the model to be to be to be successful, okay. So so that's the idea, and to accomplish this, I can think of integrating CNN with RNN. Remember, for the RNN with the attention mechanism, the the model, okay, pay attention to parts of the sequence, right? For the RNN, remember we the example we used are sentences, and for the RNN with the attention mechanism, the algorithm put more weight on certain words, right? That's the reason behind the attention mechanism of RNN models for language translation. Yeah. So again here, if we can combine RNN into CNN, then we can imagine. Okay, we can imagine. I hope you can see my. I hope you can see my cursor, okay, mouse cursor here. Yeah. The remember in the CNN we have feature. It's called feature, right? Feature. We have filter for the feature detection. Okay, and the filter, the size of the filter is like for example 3x3, 5x5, 7x7, and the size is always less than the size of the whole picture. So the filter, for example, this is the filter, scans across, right, from say left to right, and then comes down again from left to right, and then again comes down a little bit from left to right, and lowers a little bit and scanning again from left to right. Okay, so the filter scans across the whole screen. Okay, and along the way of scanning, we can imagine that the algorithm say looks for important parts of the image for character classification of the image. Okay, it's just like the RNN with the attention mechanism, right? The in RNN with the attention mechanism models, the algorithm looks for important words inside a sentence, and here if we can combine the two, then the filter, yeah, looks for important features of the photo for character classification of Sakura. Okay, so here you can see here, yeah, here this is the important features for successful classification of the types of Sakura. Okay, yeah, this is one of the we can say improvement or development for building an AI model for Sakura classification. Okay, so this is the first one, combining CNN with RN, and the second idea I can think of is that you can see here. Okay, in the beginning we say that we need 3,000 to edited 3,000 photos for one single sakura type, right? 3,000, and the variety of the photos should be huge. Okay, should be wide. Okay. Now, is there a way to reduce the required number of photos for one single sakura types? Yeah, this is the question I want to ask, right? I want to ask you, and the answer could be yes, and yeah, I can think of a way to reduce the numbers in the following. Okay, by this way. For example, let's say as I said, the differentiating power relies in flowers. Okay, not other parts of the tree. Okay, so if we can collect, say, this type of flower, you can see the photos on the right hand side of the screen. Okay, so this is a flower. Okay, and if we could, I hope you can see my hand. Okay, it's like a pointer. Okay? If we can collect photos of this type, okay, in which the main object in the photo are flowers, okay, single flowers, and this flower should or can be of different angle, okay, different angle, but the point is that the main focus, okay, the main object in the photo are just flowers, okay. Yeah, so if we could collect this type of photos only, and let's say we collect this for hundreds of photos like this, and we use, and again for each type, okay, for each sakura type, hundreds of these, and maybe hundreds of these, okay? And say hundreds of these, okay? Yeah, hundreds of these. Now, and let's train our CNN so that the CNN can differentiate between flower, okay, from other flowers, okay, from one sakura flower to the other type of sakura flower, okay. Yeah, and after doing this, okay, then remember the users upload are of very wide variety, right? Users uploads could be say photo like this, okay. Those user uploads are not necessarily flowers is the main player, okay. The upload could be like this one. Now remember our CNN plus RNN neural models, which scans, okay, scans could be this way or this way, okay, scans. So if the CNN have been trained to recognize flowers, okay, and then let's fix the weight, okay, of the CNN, and then the CNN plus RNN, there are other weights, right? Weights remaining in the integrated CNN plus RNN models. So so in that training, okay, when the filter scans across the photos, and the CNN can spot, right? Can locate the flowers of interest. right? And after scanning, then the CNN plus RN, our CNN plus RN models would make predictions of the type of sakura. Okay, so my idea, okay, I think that with this type of two-step training, okay, the first step is to have CNN focusing on only flowers, okay, and the second step is the scanning for the identification of the differentiating part of the photo. So with this two-step training, or let's say two-step algorithm, then the integrated CNN with RN models should achieve the same differential power, or the, let's say, accuracy of classification. And the merit or the benefit of this approach is that we reduce the number of required photos for one sakura type. Yeah, that was my idea. Okay, and so yeah, with this thinking, then we can turn the exercise into a research project. Yeah, so it's not only an exercise, but yeah, it could lead to a publishable results. Okay, so that we can make publications after this project. Okay, so this is what I think, and also what I want to share with you. And let's come back to this. Okay, so again, let me summarize. Okay, here in the first clip, we introduced the project. Okay, the identification of sakura types. In the second, I went to the website, Chinese website. The blog by Jeff Yen is an example of Taiwanese sakura type. Okay, and here I mentioned the requirement of the number, and also the types, the variety of photos for one sakura types here. And here I used the photos in the Jeff Yen's website as an example, showing the diversity of the required diversity of the photos. Here I introduce the CNN plus RN models as a solution to the exercise or the project. Okay, that's it. I hope in the future I will make better video tips. Okay, thank you again. Bye bye.